everyone, and welcome back to Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna catch this motherfucking rabbit again. Come here, you rabbit fiend. Gotcha! Because whenever you start seeing Mipsy running about, he can basically give you a second power star. Now, you can only do this the second time, however, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, so anybody who wants to actually get a third power star off this, well, fat chance you're not getting a third one off this geezer. But, you know, feel free to go grab him, and bada bing, bada boom. With that, it's time to move on into our next world of the game, which is actually this world right here, this dead end in the wall, which looks oddly familiar. Well, not familiar, but ominous. Just basically rub up against it, and you'll notice that it has a bit of a ripple effect. So let's jump on in, shall we? Hail to the air. In the talons of the big bird. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Shifting Sandland. And, my throat may sound a little bit croaky. I don't actually know why. I woke up this morning and suddenly my throat's been a bit, it's been a bit dodgy. This LP hasn't been particularly good when it comes to my, throat or my voice, as it's, But anyway, this here is basically your typical everyday sand level. You have to go through one point of the area to the other point, doing all the objectives as usual. And, that giant pyramid that we see right there, we will be dealing with that in the upcoming, give or take a few, maybe basically a few minutes, basically. But yeah, we will be dealing with this volcano soon enough. But for the first mission, all we need to do is run up to the top of this. This doesn't make any. All right, look at this. This is ridiculous. Let me just. This is not how physics work, Nintendo. Anyway, just go up here, kick the bird in the face, and bada bing, bada boom. There's the fantastic first power star. Right for the taking, what can I tell ya? Now, when you do get this power star off that bird, be careful, because the bird can swoop down and take your hat. Which is something you don't actually want to happen. You do not want that bird to take your hat, because when you lose your hat in this game, Mario will take double damage, and it's a bit of a threat. There's a couple of instances in this game where you can lose your hat, and it's quite easy to do, but when you know what actually makes you lose your hat and what doesn't, then you're usually safe and sound. What can I tell you? But now it's time to move on to mission 2, shining atop the pyramid. And if you have the wing cap unlocked during this point of the game, these missions can be quite easy just to figure out on Pim. Okay, let's try that again. These missions can be figured out in. Yeah, they can be easy to get to where you need to go, basically. I'm fluffing up all my words today. Hoi. Like I said, it's one of those mornings. It's one of them mornings where I wake up, I'm ready to do some recording, and my throat isn't ready to do the recording, despite me being ready. You know, it's one of those instances, but, you know, what the game kind of wants us to do with this mission is actually platform all the way around the side of this pyramid. I don't recommend doing that because it takes long, it's tedious, and potentially frustrating. Just do a triple jump right here and you'll be right on up to the star. Hail to the air! It's a bit of a nice little shortcut you can take. I know loads of people tend to have trouble with that mission, so I figured that you know, I've only just found out about doing this the other day as well. Like, I worked it out when I was doing my test run. I'm like, oh, I can actually reach up here just by doing the triple jump. Alright. And I was happy to find that out. What can I tell you? But, you know, this isn't, just like in Lethal Lava Land, this isn't the entirety of the level. We do have another, basically, we have another area to go to outside of, this one, ladies and gentlemen, so, you know, we basically need to head inside that pyramid. But before we do that, let's just fly over here, because, this stage does have a cannon, and I do want to open it up. This is one of those weird levels, though, where the cannon exists, but I don't really tend to find myself using the cannon all that much. Like, it's basically, well, it's just behind me, basically, right now. And I never tend to use the cannon. I just ignore its existence for the most part. And I think it's because it's a little bit out of the way, so there's just no point really using it for me. And the game does give you a flight cap right at the beginning of the stage, so you can just basically fly over everything anyway, but you know, cannons over there if you want to use it. Basically, you just get a good view. Way on in that, hold on, camera, you'd be in a pain. That corner of the map, basically, that's where the that's where the cannon is. And one thing that is neat about the cannons is if you're using a wing cap and you go into a cannon, it does actually quite affect you. Because, well, also you get more momentum when you shoot out, and the big way to gain extra height and whatnot with a wing cap is through momentum, so you can actually use it to your advantage. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the inside of the pyramid. Makes me feel a little tingly inside. Oh, me doing that noise probably wasn't wise, because it made my throat all phlegmy. Yeah. Don't you just hate that when you're doing something, suddenly your throat gets all phlegmy and it's just, it's not lush. It's not nice at all. But, this pyramid area, I remember giving me so much trouble as a kid, because it's a surprisingly difficult, like, platform challenge, and there's a couple of ways you can get up. You can usually use enemies and whatnot to your advantage to get up to the next area of the level. Or what I like to do is I basically like to do either backflip or triple jump. Let's see if I can reach it now. No, I fluffed it. Alright, see if I can backflip up that. Yeah. It is possible to do this. It is a little bit tricky though, but this is usually my method getting up there because it does skip a little bit of platforming. Like, not much at all. Fuck it, I'll take the standard way up. It saves me trouble. Oi. But usually when I can get my, oh sweet Jesus, come on Mario. Usually when I can get my jumps right, that's usually the method I take to get up there, but, oh wow, this really isn't my day, is it? Oh, come on! There we go, that's more like it. And do be careful, because it is very easy to get crushed by that block, and as you can probably guess, crushing isn't cool. Although one thing I will appreciate about Mario 64 is, because this is technically the 5th Super Mario Bros. Game. There is no crushing damage in this one, ladies and gentlemen, so... Well, there is crushing damage, but you don't die instantly from being crushed unlike the 2D games, which is something I always appreciated. And, you know, it's only because we really have a health bar now that we're able to do that, but, you know, it's some food for thought. It's just something I like. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Indeed. Actually, I haven't explained these things yet. These things are hearts. They give you health, bada bing, bada boom. Basically, if you have low health, run around them a few times and they will rotate. The faster they rotate, the more health they regenerate, and they are essentially infinite health pools. So, if you ever find yourself having, like, severe trouble getting through an area and you always find yourself getting hit, so, you know, every now and then the game does like to throw you a bone, and it does like to chuck one of those heart items at you, which is, I like it. And, you know, I rarely use them, but from time to time, you know, you could always have a bad playthrough or something and things may go south, and that's when you always, that's when they're greatly appreciated. What can I tell you? But with that, there's another Power Star in the bag. Delicious. I should stop doing that noise I make with it. Because it's just dislodging phlegm in my throat. Ooh. It's a weird feeling, you know, when you dislodge phlegm in your throat and you just sort of get that feeling, if you know what I mean. Oh well. Stand tall on the 4 pillars. Alright, this mission, ladies and gentlemen, is... I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit awkward. Like, sometimes I don't know how to trigger this properly, but basically, we are aiming for these 4 orange pillars that are littered throughout the course of the stage. Now, you might wonder what's so difficult about that. Well, the trigger's a little bit tricky with this one on what you're meant to do, because when you actually stand on all these 4 pillars, oh Pim, the power. Why, game? Let me. I just want to stand on this pillar. But basically, when you stand on the pillar, the power star will unveil itself, and for the most part, it's quite easy enough. But the thing is, I find it a little bit tricky. Like, sometimes it doesn't. I guess it doesn't register me landing on the pillar sometimes, and it always catches me off guard. What can I tell you? Oh no, no, why did I do that? I pressed the jump button too late. Oh. But yeah, basically we need to stand on those 4 pillars, and sometimes the trigger is a little bit dodgy. Like, I think maybe you have to collect the coins on top of them, or maybe you have to jump up when you land on the top of the pillars. I don't know, it's a pain in the ass. What can I tell you? There we go, let's get the flight cap. This will make this a bit easier. Alley-oop! Whee! Okay, perfect, perfect, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, like, I think you need to jump on these to activate what happens, because basically when you land on all 4 of these pillars, the top of the top of the pyramid will actually explode and release a top half. And I don't know, it just sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work. It's a very temperamental mission I'm really not fond of. In fact, this is a rarity in this game anyway, just in general, because I usually don't like desert levels that much, but in this game I actually really enjoyed the stage. It's one of my favorites. But there we go, bada bing, bada boom. We managed to trigger it, thank God. Like, it's always a pain in the ass when you go through this mission and it doesn't trigger. Ugh. But it is basically an alternate entrance into the top of the, basically inside the pyramid. It's another way in. So let's take this long, dramatic elevator ride down. But again, this is definitely not one of my more liked levels. Like, I enjoy it more than most desert levels, but it's still, it's okay. It's I don't want to bash it too much because it's legitimately a good fun level, but it's not the best, not the worst. It's somewhat of the medium level, I don't know. Who walk here? Like, who break seal? Wake, ancient one. We no like flight. Rumble. We no like intruder. Now battle. Hand to hand. But I'm terrible at Punch-Out. Don't worry, you don't have to play a game of Punch-Out here, ladies and gentlemen. All you need to do is go up to this guy and punch him in the eyeballs. And this here is, iRock, I believe his name is. And basically, this is a game designed for... This is like a boss design that I see almost all the time in Nintendo games. They either have a head with 2 hands or 2 hands with eyeballs in. And I don't know why, Nintendo seem to just adore this boss design, and it drives me mad. But basically, when the eyeballs open up, punch it in the face. It's easy. It's such an easy fight. You should not have trouble with it whatsoever. In fact, I would argue the only time you will ever die in this fight is if the camera gives you trouble and faces like this direction or something for no god knows why reason, but generally the camera's pretty good here, so you usually can get through this fight no problem. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But I digress. Let's go back in. Free flying for the 8 red coins. So yeah, it's time for yet another 8 red coin mission, and this gave me a lot of shit during my test run because I kept dying. That's the blunt way of putting it, but basically, yep, red coins littered throughout the coastal level. Oh, I almost died already. And yeah, we just need to find them. Now, if you go through the stage, be careful of these sand pits here. You might see you come across these a lot. These are instant death sand pits for the most part, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go into anything that looks like dark sand. Don't go into anything that looks like running sand. Well, they're not really instant death in a lot of instances, I don't think, but you damn well don't want to... Yeah, they're not 100% instant death. But you don't want to be caught up in them because it's a pain in the ass to get out. Oh, mamma mia. Boop. I thought there was a red coin in there. Okay, I must be thinking of this box over here. So, alley-oop. Oh, you fiend. Come here, you. Oh, when I get you, you're gonna be sorry. There we go. He's done and dusted. Got that actually triggered me a bit. I was not happy at that outcome. But no, this red coin mission is a little bit It's a little bit tedious, a little bit boring, a little bit, I'm not too particularly fond of it, but we do get a shell, which helps not really too much, but we can't kill his Pokey with it. Now, you can actually kill that Pokey enemy anyway, just by hitting him, but, whoa! I'd just usually recommend ignoring the Pokey enemy unless you're going for the 100 coin mission, because, well, you just don't need to really pick it up, do you? Like, you don't need to kill it. It's more of a nuisance enemy, and it's not exactly gonna kill you. But there you go. There's number 3. You know, this stage is called free flying for red coins, but there's only like 4 red coins that actually require you to fly. It's kind of peculiar. Okay, let's get out of here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, not good, not good, not good. That's good, there we go. I got a bit scared then, okay. I was not expecting to go that way, but, yeah. It's a little bit cryptic with this one on where the red coins are kind of located, because they are a little... They do seem to be scattered pretty... Ugh, leave me alone, bird. They do seem to be scattered pretty sporadically around the map, I suppose. So... I don't know. I'm just not too fussed on this one. It's just kind of there, really, this mission. But for the last couple of red coins, all you really need to do is basically go up to the 4 of these pillars and just fly from pillar to pillar. And the red coins are basically floating in the sky, like this one right by here. So, you know, it's not exactly hard to find them, but it can give some people a little bit of trouble. And this mission does give me a little bit of trouble because the wing cap flying mechanics can be somewhat tricky to control at times, and it's just not cool when it is tricky to control, because I'm a pussy in my video games. I like them to be easy. I like to be able to control everything perfectly, and I almost fluffed up that landing. It's a good thing I landed that. Like, it is deceptively... Oh, Fanny, it went over the top of the sodding thing. It is deceptively easy, ladies and gentlemen, to miss these red coins and just miss your basic landings, really, and just fly into, like, pits and whatnot. It's something you really do need to practice when you play through this game to, basically make sure you don't die. You need to make sure, how to land. And the best sort of way to land is really to... No, wait, okay, I thought... Oh, there we go, wood cap's leaving. Alright, I'll take the manual away. Basically, the best way to land is to ground pound, because it will stop all momentum and it'll slam you to the floor straight away. It's kind of like the stomp in the Sonic games, you know? But, you know, if you don't know you can do that, you will have a lot of trouble flying and landing and whatnot. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What can I tell you? Indeed! Alright, let's get this bloody last red coin. Where are you? You're here somewhere. That's all the way over there. What the fuck? Okay, I thought it was. I thought it was on this side. I didn't. Get out of my way, you fly guy. Are they fly guys or are they shy guys? I don't know what they called if they're the flying variant. I think they're called fly guys. But speaking of pretty fly, I'm pretty fly, and that caused a power star to appear. Haha, yes! Power! Delicious. Delicious. It's time to enter the pyramid puzzle. Now, this mission, cryptic. I'm not fond. It's basically a really cryptic mission. And I'm kind of glad now. My voice has gotten less croaky, so I'm happy. But this is one of those missions where we need to go back into the pyramid, obviously, hence the title. And there are 4, maybe 5 different areas of the pyramid we need to land at. And there is no visual indicator you need to go to these points. There is nothing that tells you where to go. This mission is literally wander around until you work out where to go and work out what to go on. Honestly, I don't like this mission. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it does require us to basically climb all the way back up there. So I'm gonna just cut ahead and I'll catch you guys when we reach basically up there. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Wee! Oh, Fanny. Oh, Fanny! Hi! Well, you've got a mighty big grin on your face. Is that a textured face, or you just happy to see me? No, that joke doesn't work. What? That was a terrible. Oh no! What? What the? What? That's not. No, that's not. Oh, sweet mother of Jesus Christ! On a bike followed by a tricycle. Oh, I am not happy. I am not happy. That's a dick move. That's a dick move. That's a dick move. It's entirely my own fault, but it's a bloody dick move. Oh, what's in here? Ooh, 1-up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Not today, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal. I can't see. I can't see. Camera, you're doing me a concern. Come here. There we go. Perfect. Right, now that we're at the very top of this pyramid again, thank God, because I was not happy. I fell off the fucking thing. Now we need to drop down, and this by here is a series of blindish jumps. If you know where you're jumping, this may not be too difficult, but keep your wits about you. And whenever you see the next platform, what I sort of recommend is doing a kickflip, pressing the B button, because it'll allow you to orient yourself somewhat. No! Okay, I might be lucky. I might be good. I might still... Alright, come on. I think there's one here, is it not? Nope. Okay, it must be down here with this coin. But basically, we need to go to these 4 points. Not 4, 5 or so points on the map. And, it's just a really cryptic puzzle. There's no way anybody would be able to figure out that they need to go down here, and I don't know, I think it's a silly mission. I'm not too big a fan of this one. I'm definitely not too big a fan because I fell off the fucking thing multiple times. It's... oh, mamma mia! It's not the fun if you're a Mario and you fall off the thing. Then it delays your progress by about a minute. Oh, actually, in my case, several minutes. But I digress. And why did I jump in here? That's the end of the mission. Well, I guess I can show you the exit course button. There's an exit course button. If you press it, you exit the course. It's bloody marvelous. And you do end up in this main lobby, which is kind of weird, but, yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to head on to the Bowser Boss Land area of this world. And I'm gonna be honest, the Bowser fight for this world is different.